Welcome to our videos on vocabulary building series. In this video, we will talk about prefix and suffix. Vocabulary forms an integral part in any language. Vocabulary is all the words that you know in any given language. Now, as non-native English speakers, for a lot of us, English vocabulary is a big challenge. One of the ways to improve our vocabulary is by learning prefix and suffix. Now, when you add a few prefixes or suffixes to a word, it becomes a new word, right? So, if you were able to figure out what the meaning of a given prefix or a suffix is, you will be able to further analyze what the word could mean and build on your vocabulary. Now, as prefix and suffix plays a very important role in vocabulary, the concepts are very important, versatile. They get often tested in various examinations, competitive exams like banking, RRB, SSC, higher education exams like CAT, MAT, ICET. Campus hiring also tests concepts on prefix and suffix. Prefix and suffix are affix, right? Now, affix, dictionary meaning of the word affix is that you attach or you stick something to another, right? Now, in grammatically also speaking, affix is something that you can connect or attach to another word. Now, prefixes and suffixes are one such thing, okay? They both together are called affix. Prefix is something that you add at the beginning of the word, right? It could be a group of letter or just one letter, okay? A suffix is a group of letters that gets added to the end of the word, right? Now, a prefix or a suffix by itself is not a word on its own, right? But they do help in forming new words. As such, learning both of them, prefixes and suffixes, is very important, is a necessary learning for us to expand our English vocabulary. Prefixes modifies the meaning of a word, right? They can make a word negative, show repetition, or indicate opinion. For instance, a negative word, right? Now, happy, you add un to happy, it will become unhappy. It is showing a negative meaning there, right? Okay. A repetition, okay. Repeat, right? Repeat is a word already showing us a repetition. Okay. Next, some suffixes add to or change a word's meaning, right? Others can signal the word's part of speech or indicate verb tense. Words like if you add able to something, right? So able is a suffix, right? Okay. Impression, you add a word suffix able to it, will be impressionable, right? Okay. So and so on. Or profession, you add a al to it, it becomes professional, right? So here we are talking about adjective, a part of speech, right? Now, bake is a verb, right? You add er to that, it becomes baker, right? A noun, right? Or maybe after, right, is a adverb. You can add suffix word to it, it becomes afterwards, right? Clock, a noun form, right? You add the word wise to it, it becomes clockwise. Okay, right? So these are few suffixes that changes the part of speech of any given word, which you can develop the ability to easily recognize the words that you do not know or you are not familiar with. Okay, right? With the confidence, when you learn prefixes and suffixes, it helps a great way in your English communication, right? It could be speaking, reading, learning, listening, writing, any of them, right? So it helps you in all aspects of language learning. Now, few important points on prefixes. Prefixes commonly point out at size, okay, macro, micro, okay, quantity, relationships, position in time, position in space, quality, negation. Okay, these are all few things that prefixes commonly show, right? Now we'll move on, talk about the various aspects of applying them in a word. Now, one of the most important thing that we need to remember is that different prefixes, okay, can have the same meaning in English. For example, in, un, not, right? They all have the same meaning, right? Which will be the opposite of something, right? Now, we spoke about the word happy, right? You add un to it, will become unhappy, right? It is the opposite of the word be of happy, right? Now, adequate. Adequate means enough, okay? Now, if I add into it, okay, it becomes inadequate. That is the opposite of the word adequate, right? Okay. So, as such, we can add in or un, right? It varies with the words that we use, but they mean the same. Okay. Now, when we add prefixes to the words, we need to take care that the base word and the prefix don't change their spellings. Okay, even if there is a repetition of certain letters, okay, you still follow the rule, right? You see few examples here. Okay, spell, you're adding miss to the word spell. Okay, it becomes misspell. And we have two S in between, but it is still okay. Cooperation, right? Co ends with the O. Operation begins with the O. So, we end up with two O's, but still it is good to write as such when we add prefixes. Irredeemable, okay? Ir is the prefix, redeemable is the word, right? Or redeem is the word, okay? Ir is the prefix, able is the suffix. Now, you will see that even if I add ir and there is another are there, we still continue with the same, because that is the rule that we need to follow when we use prefixes in sentences. Usage of hyphens. Hyphens are very important. Many a times we use hyphens when we use prefixes. Now here are a few pointers at where you can use the hyphens when you use a prefix. The first one is when you're using it in front of a proper noun. Right? Okay. Now here there is an example, pro-American. Right? Pro-American means something that supports American or, right, represents American. Okay. In those cases, you add a hyphen in between. A hyphen is a small dash. Okay. Next. Before the, after the word self. Okay, whenever we use the word self as a prefix, there should be a self hyphen and then whatever word you want to add. Right, here I have given the example self-esteem. Okay, now whenever we use the prefix x, right, x, when we are talking x, the meaning of which is former. Okay, ex-husband. Hyphens can also be used where there are similar words. Okay. For example, recover. Right. Recover, R-E-C-O-V-E-R, is used to describe, or the meaning of which will be regain or repair. Right. If somebody is sick and they are recovering, means they are gaining their health back. Okay. Right. Their body is repairing itself to become healthy. That's what recover means. Okay. But we can also use the word as recover. Right. Now, as these two words can be confusing, can be misread, mispronounced, and cause quite some confusion in understanding, it is better to use RE hyphen cover, right? Then you can read it as recover, right? Recover, recover. So recover is a repeated action, right? So maybe there was a bowl of food, okay? You opened the lid, you took some food out of it, and then you cover it again with the lid, okay? So you recovered the bowl, okay? So recover is another word, recover will be another word. So usage of hyphen differentiates what each word means. Let's talk a little bit on suffixes, okay? Like prefixes, there are many suffixes that also have the same meaning. For example, the usage of the suffix er, okay? Now, if er is added with any word, it can become a noun form, indicating a person who's performing the action, right? Okay, now teach. Teach is a word to which if I add er, it becomes the person, teacher, right? A person who teaches. Okay, now further, if you add er to few other words, it can also become adjectives or adverbs, right? Tall. If I add er, it becomes a comparative adjective, taller. Small. If I add er, it will become a comparative adjective, smaller. Slower, faster, and so on. Okay, right? So in suffixes also, there are words, okay, that we use as suffix that means the same, right? Next. Suffixes are actually more versatile in their usage. They have multiple applications. Okay. Now, many a times we use it to change the word's meanings or parts of speech. Right. So, noun suffixes are shun. Okay. Adjective suffixes are able, all, full. Verb suffixes are ed, etc. Okay, adverb suffixes will be li, ward, wise, and so on. There are many more suffixes under the same categories that you can learn to improve your vocabulary. Spelling rules, you can say for suffixes, okay, right? Now, when we use suffixes, there are possibilities that the base word can change when we add a suffix to it. Right? Now, mostly it happens with words that end with Y. Okay? Right? So, for instance, crazy that you see here, if I add a suffix to it, er, suffix to it, it becomes crazier or craziness. Okay? You will see Y is getting replaced with I. Okay? Now, words which end with silent E, right? They also change their spellings. Okay. Now, for example, make. Okay. M-A-K-E. If I have to add ing to it, right? The E will go. It is a silent E in the word. So, it will get replaced by ing. Okay. For more information on spelling rules, you can go through our video on spellings and its rules. You will get more information on why and how these changes happen in words when you add suffixes or change forms. Learning outcomes from this video. You should be able to understand what's a prefix and a suffix. Use it comfortably to improve your vocabulary. To follow guidelines in forming words using prefixes, to also be able to form words using suffixes.